making eggs for breakfast. And the reason I'm showing this part is because I just want to emphasize how having a garden helps. We have a garden. Right now I don't have a greenhouse built or anything, something I'd love to do, but this hasn't happened yet. But for clarification, this is January 20th, and it snowed today and everything, but I still harvested from the garden to make this. So I went out and harvested green onions or chives and parsley from the garden, and there's tomato in here from the garden that I harvested previously and kept in cool storage. And so this is a way that gardening is not just a summertime thing, even though we don't have a greenhouse yet. So we just keep things covered and preserved. And so it's helpful and nutritious. Saves a little bit of money as you go. And honestly, once you have things covered and it's winter time, there's pretty much zero maintenance. You just have to go out and grab what you need when you're ready to use it. And that's it. So, thanks for joining me. Alright. So, on with my eggs. Sorry if this part's a bit shaky, it's all one-handed. What I mixed up here is eggs, milk, whole milk, because I like whole milk, a little more flavor, a little more cream to it, and a bit of standard mustard. And in here I have red bell pepper, tomatoes from the garden, green onions from the garden, parsley from the garden, rice and corn, and I have some cheese that I'll put in. And today it's going to be some extra sharp cheddar. And now my eggs are mixed up. I have my cheese pre-chunked. You can cube it whatever you'd like, but I like it that way so that you do have gooey spots of cheese, because I like it that way. And for this, all I want to do is just toss that a whisk into the sink and go ahead and pour this in. Make sure it's all over the place, and when the cheese comes out, that gets distributed a bit as well. And then I will see the cheese is in there. See if I can do this. Okay, if I get that part edited out, then awesome. If not, I just dropped the camera because while I was scraping that out of the bowl, it was resting in my neck, trying to hold it so you can still see. But I have this on medium heat. I'm just going to make sure that the egg gets under everything else. And you could also mix this in the bowl before you pour it into the pan. And I won't want to do this on high heat because then your eggs probably won't fry. So I've got everything mixed up. It's on medium heat, and I am covering it, and I'm just going to let it cook through. While I'm doing that, I have my tortillas heating on the warmer on medium high, and that'll be just fine. And I'll just flip them every now and then. Flip the whole pile, and I flip half the pile. That way what just got heated stays in the middle, more even heat. And when this is done, what I do is I spread some sour cream in the tortilla, and then I will put the egg mix in there and roll it up. And so I will show that in the end, and I'm sorry for the choppy clips this time because my memory card ran out and cut me off at some point that I didn't realize what it was. So when I finish this up and that's cooked through, I'll show you the final product. Oh, I forgot to run down all the ingredients. Okay, so I was going through it and I forgot I did add a dash of cumin, dash of chipotle powder, and a dash of garlic powder, in addition to the parsley, chives, or green onions, and tomatoes from the garden, and the part of a red bell pepper, 6 eggs, and about an eighth to a quarter of a cup of chunked sharp cheddar, plus pre-cooked rice and corn. So that's all mixed up, and we're just gonna let that heat slowly, covered so that it heats more evenly on medium until it's ready. So when your egg is cooked all the way through, everything else is already cooked. I sauteed the veggies first, and then you can salt to taste if you need it at the end. Alright, we'll do some finishing touches here. I turned this off because it is looking done to me, just the way I like it. And so I invite you to join me. I put some sour cream. I take a couple of tortillas and set them up against each other. And use as much cream as you like. Usually do something similar to that. And just spread it the length. And again, resting the tortillas up against each other helps keep them both open and easier to fold when you're done. And you can see how those spots of cheese just get soft and ready for being bitten to and delicious. Get like that. And on one. Next one here. Hey, buddy boo. Ready to eat some eggs?
What?
Eggs and cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Eggs and cheese?
Yeah. And so you can roll these up into each other, just like that. If you want, you can fold the ends, or you can turn them over so that they can set, because if you let them cool like that just a little bit, then they'll keep their form. And you can preserve these individually for breakfast burritos. If you want, you can use a larger tortilla or put a little less inside so that you can close the ends and have them maybe in a baggie, a sealed baggie, so that you can put them in the freezer and have them for to-go breakfast or in the fridge for a day or so. And so I'm gonna set the rest of these up just like that, and we'll just chow down. If you want to add some flavors to your preference, then you're welcome to. But if you give it a try, then please let me know how it turns out for you. Thanks for joining me. Alright, so this is my final preparation from that. And it is plenty for today and maybe one or two left over. It's not just me eating, so it was, and I have plenty for multiple days. And I just toss them in the fridge and have them for tomorrow. But that is and simple, healthy meal prep. And it's tasty too, and since you can add spices to taste, then it's totally customizable. Again, thanks for joining me, and if you try it out or have your own secret recipe, then please leave me a comment or make a video response so that I can see it and give it a try too. Thanks, and we'll be seeing ya.